Hello there, my name is Rich. I like to talk about animation, and today we're going to talk about Velma, episode 4 and episode 5. No, episode 5, episode 6, I'm sorry. And this two episode was a little bit of grind, especially episode 5. Like the first 10 minutes is just the same thing we left off a last episode that Fred is sort of obsessed with Velma because he's a feminist. It was just sort of bad just to see that first 10 minutes. But the rest of the 10 minutes was actually interesting because you can understand who is Gigi and why she cares about Shaggy. And you see that sort of relationship, why she started falling in love with him. But I love it more interesting is actually Velma, how much she used Shaggy. And the point is, basically Shaggy was his own support dog because Velma would not leave Shaggy. In fact, it sort of points out that the longer you stick with someone, the more and more you use that person or use them as a crush. And that's what is basically Shaggy. No wonder why Shaggy became a simp. It's because he does care about Velma. It's that he never really has time for himself. Time to actually think. And also how Velma is sort of a bad person. I mean, Velma used Shaggy so much, but also used him as a punching bag. And the point is, why he's there, but at the same time, you're wondering, he's there because he cares, but at the same time, Velma will not leave alone Shaggy. And that is sort of kind of interesting because when Shaggy actually dates Gigi, and no, Gigi is not Scooby, but hence Scooby is in this world, but a very interesting way. But before that, it really makes sense why Shaggy sort of says with Velma, because the longer you get with someone, the more and more you get understand that person. You also reason kind of fall in love with that person because how long you actually hang with them. And Velma hangs with Shaggy a lot. In fact, she was sort of arguing by Gigi why you steal Shaggy for him as a support dog because she needs him always there to be her sort of calming down because her anxiety is just so crazy. She needs Shaggy to calm down, to let her think. When she not realize how valuable Shaggy really is when she started dating Gigi. And Velma started to realize she was sort of an asshole, realized a little bit more could be wrong how she used Shaggy, and maybe understand, maybe become better friends, but it never really go that much direction because you follow more interesting what happened to Velma's mom. And the reason why Velma's mom is basically visits Fred's father in his own home because there was basically this super genius scientist who wanted to experiment and create basically Scooby. They wanted to use this secret military project to take human brains and switch them to sort of brainwash them, and they called it Scoob, the project. So it basically explaining why Scooby can actually talk. At least this version, being all the different versions have different complete reasons why Scooby actually talk. But no, Scooby never really show up on this. But once more, I think it probably will appear, but I don't know will be Gigi, hopefully not. But if it is, it actually makes sense, but at the same time I hope they don't. But all of that, I love it how Velma tried to get Shaggy back, tried to do everything she can to, because he basically Velma need him so much that she willing to have the whole band in her house so can drag Shaggy can actually talk to him to help her figure out what to do next. But on top of all this, you also have the B plot that Daphne finally realized who is her parents. They basically this gang who used to work in this park in Crystal Cove, who actually use mascot costume, who is actually Captain K-Man, and they actually just steal crystals. And she finally met them, but realized they are manipulative and trying to use a Daphne to be as a shield. And that's sort of sad because at the very end she realized her moms actually do care about her. They try to to protect her of the truth, not to hurt her. And that was sort of sweet. They actually realized, yeah, they actually care. They're actually doing their job. They're not good at it, but they're doing the job. And that's basically just so interesting because the connection of both storylines fit into that. Actually, Velma's mom, who actually could be in the basement doing the experiments, but they're not sure. This is the point that the gang slowly and steadily started uniting. Like you have Shaggy, Velma, and Fred start to work with each other, but not the same way. But at the same time, they start to click, and that's the thing I actually truly enjoy. That sort of moments like we all working together. But a little bit, episode 6 dives in more to Velma, her relationship to her father, why he's sort of an asshole, why she treats him like crap, not because she's a horrible person, that he has still guilt like Velma because her mother disappeared. But Velma is just so upset that she is convinced someone kidnapped her, and the father didn't believe that, so they find the word jinkies. In that point, the father believes Velma. Maybe he right, not because he find the word jinkies, it's because he find the handwriting of her mother writing jinkies. That's her writing style. And this is sort of interesting because it leads to Velma could be the sort of murderer who taking down all the girls because she wants to actually create Scooby. That's actually an interesting way to bring Scooby into the series, or at least sort of a wink and a nod if they allow him to use Scooby. Now, do I need Scooby this series? I want to say yes and no, because how they handle everything right now, it's just like, I don't think I want Scooby to be here, because how you write all your jokes. But who knows, maybe Scooby can actually fix all the weird things, because he could be the sarcastic one, the one who point out all the BS of everyone. That actually happened of the last version of Scooby-Doo Be Cool. That Scooby, that version was completely hilarious because how sassy and right to the point he really is. Once more, this is not my favorite version, but I do appreciate they bring that version of this one. It makes so much sense. Now, of course, I do enjoy they try to show a big more understanding about the parents, especially Velma's father, why they sort of never clicked, because their wife and her mother's Velma disappearance, that they actually understand each other. When she disappeared, their emotion together couldn't basically face each other because their own emotion, that sort of guilt. That's a very interesting way to actually take it. Even these 2 episodes was sort of rough to be past, especially episode 5, the first 10 minutes. Like, wow, it was really hard to really just see it afterwards. But besides that, I was quite surprised. Especially, I love Norvald. He want to be the Shackster. He want to be the bad boy because he started to be sort of a simp or a beta instead of be an alpha. Even that is not really true, because that's not the point, because Shaggy always been sort of a coward or a beta, but he never made it as a bad thing, because Shaggy, whatever you think about Shaggy is always there. He's panicking, he's scared, but he's always got your back. Even he has sort of terrified to be there. That's why I want to make Shaggy so great. But luckily for us, they're going that direction, trying to create the Shackster, instead of running this new version. But all of that, I like where he's going. It's improving so much. I just hope they stop being just self-aware. That's sort of annoyance. But luckily, little by little, they're dropping it. And you also focus on the mystery that should be the main point of the whole series. They're actually starting focusing on that, and I hope they stick, because they have only 2 episodes left, if I'm correct. I don't know, but I think they just 8 episodes, so the next video of Velma should be the last one. I don't know. You tell me how you felt about the series. Do you watch it? Do you like it? Tell me down below. Let me know. I got nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I have a wonderful day. Bye.